We have two fantastic brewers here. I've known Chris for many, many years. He was one of the first people I met when I moved to Chesterfield. We hit it off straight away. We have very similar tastes. We enjoy similar hobbies. So me and him just kind of got on right famously. Rachel came to the brewery about just over 2 years ago, and Rachel's brought quite a new perspective to the brewery, because she's a lot younger than me and Chris to start with, and she's got lots and lots of great ideas about new beers. Her background is from many other local breweries of various sizes, so she comes buzzing with ideas, and the different beers we've made since Rachel's come on board has been quite amazing.
Brampton's already a well-established brewery when I joined, and I had a connection with Chris from when I worked in the glassworks, so I got in touch with him about working here, and since then I've taken on the majority of the brewing. That's down to me, so physically mashing in, digging out, making sure it's all in the fermenter okay and warm enough to ferment, and then I've developed a recipe for Mount Washington. So Chris asked me for advice on how to brew a hazy beer, because they're all the rage these days, but his knowledge and experience didn't get to producing hazy beers, whereas in my background I've produced a lot of those. So we came up with a bit of a mix of a New England IPA with quite a traditional UK drinker's standard. With it being based on a New England IPA, we called it Mount Washington for the highest peak in New England. So yeah, that's my baby.
The growth of the business really is, I guess it took me by surprise, and it's in some respects I feel like the business has managed me and us rather than the other way around, but it's been like that almost organically just because of the success that we enjoyed. So those first couple of years operating in free trade, now free trade is a very difficult, very awkward marketplace. But back in 2008 and 2009, it was a nice marketplace. It was a decent place to do business. You could have a good conversation with 99% of landlords. The one key thing that jumps out more than anything was opening the Rose and Crown in the winter of 2009. Pubs are critical, absolutely critical to any brewing business. That one pub transformed this business as a brewery almost overnight, really, because it just hit the ground running. And when you own and operate your own pubs, you overcome all those pitfalls that people fall into even today, trying to sell beer into free trade.
Brampton Brewery has got obviously a history that goes back a long, long way. I spoke with Chris, could see his passion, I could see the other guys' passion, who are all local Chesterfield people, and then you pick up on that and you start to embrace it, and you become like an ambassador for the brand. So everywhere I go now, I'm happy to say I'm able to talk and sell the brewery and say, look, this is what we do, and it's fantastic.
I think Brampton's great because we care about the end product. We're only a small team, and we really put everything into what we brew, from the raw ingredients all the way through to the finished product. Everything's handcrafted, it's all on site. We use Maris Otter, which is sort of a heritage grain for the best flavour we can get out of the beer. We use leaf hops, mostly UK sourced, some US varieties in there to get a bit more flavour. But yeah, we really take care of everything we put in the beer, so that we can make sure everyone in the pub enjoys it. A lot of our customers live locally as well, so we're all in the community together, and the pubs really show off what we do in the brewery, yeah.